Today, I'm sharing the questions I get asked most often about Lavo Party Brunch. So if it's your first time at Lavo, or if it's been a while, keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Jenna and welcome to Vegas Primer. I am so excited for today's video. Lavo Party Brunch is my favorite day club in town, but it's only open during the fall and winter months. So if you're coming to Vegas during this time, you do not want to miss it. All right, let's get started with the first FAQ. Number 1, does everyone get to eat at the club? Well, most people assume that since it's called a party brunch, that everyone gets to eat at the club, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So if you want brunch, you'll need to make a table service reservation, and then you can order any items from the club's food and bottle menus. That means if you're on the guest list or if you bought a ticket, you won't be able to eat at the club, and you won't have a place to sit down either because tables are reserved exclusively for table service guests. Okay, so on to number 2. What's Lavo Party Brunch like? So Lavo is a day club that's open on Saturdays from October through March, and it combines two of my favorite things, brunch and a club. Now Lavo has two sections. There's an outside terrace, and then there's the main room with a DJ. The main room is where most of the action is and where you'll want to spend most of your time. So for the first 90 minutes or so, that's when table guests are typically eating. And then after that is when the lights go down and it turns into a full-on club. There's a DJ, but it won't be a big name like you'll see at other clubs. But Lavo doesn't need a top name anyway because the party brunch concept is just so cool on its own. And as far as the music goes, it's a mix of everything. There are dancers and fun props on the tables like visors, glow sticks, glasses, and even sashes. There's a small dance space in front of the DJ, and then there are 2 bars, one in the main room and another outside. Number 3, what's included with the Lavo table reservation? With the table reservation, you'll get a reserved table with seating for the entire afternoon, free and expedited entry through the table line, a cocktail server that will take your bottle and food orders, a busser to keep your table clean and well stocked, and you'll also have security assigned to your section. Lavo's tables are priced based on a minimum spend requirement, and they're all typically now prepaid too. So for example, if you were to book a table with a $1,000 minimum spend, you would prepay that amount, and then at the club, you would have $1,000 to spend however you'd like. You can order any items on the club's food and bottle menus and they'll count towards your credit. So yes, even pancakes will count. With most bottle orders, you'll receive complimentary mixers, but if you don't want to buy bottles, you don't have to. Lavo has some fantastic cocktail pitchers and brunch bowls on the menu. These are very reasonably priced, and they're one of my favorite ways to make your money go far at Lavo. Number 4, is it worth getting a table on the terrace? So currently there are 5 seating locations for table service at Lavo. There's the Rose Terrace, which is outside, and then in the main room you have entry-level, standard, prime, and center of the room. Now if it's within budget, I would get a main room table because once the lights go down, that is where the party is. But I do still think it's worth getting a table on the terrace, and the main reason for that is because terrace tables are so well priced. For instance, on most Saturdays, they're at least 50% less than a starting main room table, and you'll have a fantastic view of Las Vegas Boulevard because they're on Las Vegas Boulevard. You can hear the main room music out there, you'll get to enjoy Lavo's famous brunch, and you can head to the main room whenever you want. If it's cold outside, there are typically heaters on the patio to help keep you warm, and if the weather gets really bad, the club always does its best to accommodate guests. The terrace tables are smaller though, and they only have seating for up to 6 people, but if you have a larger group, like let's say 10 or 12 people, you could get 2 terrace tables next to each other, and it would still end up being a lot less money than if you were to get one main room table that would have enough seating for everyone in your party. So I really like the terrace tables for any group size because of the value that they offer. Number 5, what are the tables like? So Lavo is a restaurant, and it's only on Saturday afternoons that it transforms into a club. So this means that most of the seating inside the venue is chairs. So when you're looking at the table options, you want to make sure that you get a table that can accommodate your entire group size. And when you book your table, you need to select the exact number of guests in the drop-down box so that the club will seat you at a table with enough chairs for your entire group size. Otherwise, you could end up at a table that doesn't have enough chairs for everyone in your group, and then everyone will be mad because half your group will be sitting and half your group will be standing, and the club doesn't like that anyway, so it's best not to do that. Question number 6, how popular is Lavo? Well, Lavo is insanely popular. It's the #1 day club during the fall and winter months. And that's not only because it has one of the coolest club concepts ever created, but also because once the pool parties close, it's the only day club option available. So everyone is at Lavo and the place is always packed. I also recommend not staying out too late the night before, that would be Friday night, if you want to go to Lavo on Saturday afternoon because it is so good you do not want to miss it. Well, I hope this video has helped to answer some of your questions about Lavo Party Brunch. You can also check out my article for more information about the day club. So thank you so much for watching, and if you go, I hope you have a fantastic time at Lavo Party Brunch.